Well, you might raise your eyebrows at the next set of numbers here. The state is spending millions and millions of your tax dollars to make Highway 41 look more attractive.
And it does look attractive when it's finished. Everything from trees and flowers to the decorative railings and overpasses.
But is it too much?
Well, tonight, Fox 11 on special assignment asks some of the tough questions. Here's Robert Hornacek.
If you drive along Highway 41, you can't help but notice the fancy overpasses, the decorative rails, not to mention the landscaping. It's a gardener's dream. Take Lombardi Avenue, the gateway to Lambeau Field. The median is packed with plants. Much of it is packed in a small 12-foot wide area near the Highway 41 interchange that runs for about a quarter mile. It all comes with a price.
So how much landscaping is there along Lombardi Avenue? Well, the state's in the process of planting 172 trees, 640 shrubs, and nearly 3,000 perennials. Total cost to taxpayers, more than $248,000.
When you told me the numbers about how many trees are on Lombardi Avenue, I would never have believed that.
Richard Perrins is the president of the Brown County Taxpayers Association. He likes the way the landscaping looks. He doesn't like the look of the price.
Personally, some of it might be a little overdone when I hear the numbers and you go, oh my God, that many trees? That's a lot.
172 trees may sound like a lot to Perrins, but not to Brian Roper. He's heading up the project for the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
172 trees, 640 shrubs, nearly 3,000 perennials. Is that a bit overboard in your opinion?
From a department perspective, we think that it strikes that right balance, that it provides the enhancement that is better for the businesses, better for the community, better for Main Street, Northeast Wisconsin, without going overboard.
That $248,000 for shrubs and flowers and trees is just for Lombardi Avenue. If we take a look at the entire 41 project in Brown County, the state is planting more than 4,000 trees and more than 30,000 shrubs and perennials. That bill is $3.1 million.
That money is part of the Community Sensitive Design Program. That may sound familiar. Last year, Fox 11 on special assignment uncovered how the program was used to pay for turtle-shaped roundabouts near the airport. The program is also being used to make the Highway 41 project fit in with the local communities by adding decorative concrete, fencing, and yes, landscaping. The DOT works closely with local officials to develop the plans. So the state is spending about $250,000 for landscaping on one street and more than $3 million in all of Brown County.
But remember, that's just for things like shrubs and flowers and trees. Now let's add the big ticket items, the decorative concrete, the overpasses, the walls. Total cost for all of that in Brown County is $17.4 million. Add in another $4 million for Winnebago County. All in all, the total cost to taxpayers is $21.4 million for community-sensitive designs along Highway 41.
How can the DOT justify spending millions of dollars on making projects look nicer and fit in better when the economy is so bad and budgets are so tight?
That's a great question, and part of what the department looks at, again, we're certainly not immune to understanding, as we work toward a leaner and more efficient government here in the state of Wisconsin, that there's also room for incorporating amenities like that. We establish a very small budget for incorporating it overall.
While $21 million may sound like a lot, it's only about 1% of the total bill for the 41 project. Republican State Senator Frank Lassay says it's still way too much.
I believe it's overboard. I think it's just a little bit too much. And again, I agree with some of it, but like so many good things the government does, we don't know when enough is enough, and I think we've got too much.
Is that worth it?
I think just as beauty is in the eye of the beholder, value is in the eye of the beholder. And so at the end of the day, the department believes that $21 million is worth it.
For Fox 11 on special assignment, I'm Robert Hornacek.
Now, the state says that if any plants die during the first 2 years, the contractor will replace them at no additional cost. But after that, the local communities are responsible for making any repairs or replacements as necessary.